Hey there, so in this video I'm going to quickly take you through how to edit, adapt and adjust your challenge, and also how you can go and offer this to free by embedding it on your website and offering it out to your different online clients or potential clients and leads. So first of all, you're probably here looking at this document and you're watching this video here because you've obviously clicked this link. Now this document you can delete from this group. All you need to do is hit the drop down menu and click delete. You'll then delete it from the group. Don't worry if you forget to do this though, it is set to not live, which means even if this group is added to a client, it won't matter because it's not live and the client can't see it. So first of all, if we look at all our different coaching content we've got set up inside here, most of these are text documents. I've done it that way on purpose so it's easy for you to edit them. To edit any of these, all you're going to do is hit the drop down menu and click edit content. So let's take a look at the first one, which is we start tomorrow. This is going to go out straight away. It's just going to prep the client for tomorrow. It's like a welcome document. If you want to change this, you can do. You can change the name at the top. You can change any of the content inside here. It's just explaining where they can find different things and how the whole thing is going to work. It also mentions a bit about a goal setting form, which is going to be a really, really useful tool for you. It's going to find out where the client is now. You can utilize that as part of your sales process if you need to. Once you've made any changes in here, just hit save and that will update for the client. Now, I was going to ask you if you want to schedule. You can just click no thanks. I've already done all the scheduling for you already, so just hit no thanks. Above that, we have a challenge for you. Then we have today's challenge, making a big change, let's talk food, getting started guide, and the congratulations one. I want to go through these in order. So after that, we're going to go and get the let's talk food and the getting started guide. In the let's talk food one, it's another text document, talks about recording their food and using the food diary inside here. We're just going to get them to take photos. In this case, it's nice and simple and they get to experience a simple way of actually interacting with the app. Now it also refers to a challenge nutrition guide. If you do want to edit any of this again, drop down menu, click edit content, and you can change any of that inside here to suit. Next up is the challenge nutrition guide. If you click on that, it's going to open up an unbranded PDF with just some basic information on using the hand portions and how they can self-adjust based on their fullness cues. It's a nice simple guide, no branding on there. However, I'm aware that some of you may wish to go and brand that guide. So what we've done, if you click on this little icon here and then click here, it will open up an editable version of the guide. When you click on that, it'll bring you through to something that looks like this. Now you've got a couple of options to edit this. If you hit the file button here, hit download and hit Microsoft PowerPoint, you're able to download it as a PowerPoint presentation. You can then edit on your computer. If you have a Google Drive account though, feel free to go and sign in the top corner. And when you do that, you'll be able to make a copy. Once you've made your edits and stuff to that, you can then download it to your computer as a PDF. Once you download it as a PDF, you can then upload it back into here. To upload it back into here, all I suggest you do is go and delete this one. And then when you do that, click Add, go to Coaching, go to PDF, upload from your computer, and select the last option here, which is set time after joining group to go live. Go for 1 day, click Save, and then schedule it in for 1 day as well. That's all you need to do for that. Though, to be honest with you, it's a pretty simple unbranded guide. If you've got a website integration, you've got an app, that's going to be branded anyway. So I wouldn't necessarily waste too much time or worry too much about rebranding that document. However, it is there for you if you need it. After day one, we move on to the next day, which is going to be day 2, which talks about making one big change. And all we're doing here is talk about drinking a little bit more water each day and being a little bit more active each day and keep it nice and simple. Again, if you want to edit any of these, just hit the drop down menu and click edit content. Now, this particular change here is linked to 2 things we've got set up inside your challenge. The first thing is in the tracking area, and it's a habit. So we have a habit set up, basically saying, did you drink more water today than yesterday? If we go to the schedule, and I go to days after joining, you'll see if I scroll down, we have that habit already pre-set up inside here, ready to go out for the client. Also inside that particular document, we also talk about being more active. So what we've done there to be more active, we actually set up some tracking, and on your results tracking sheet here, you can see we not only have some challenge tracking, which is tracking the body weight for the client, we also have some daily activities that will turn on live on day 2, and it's going to track their activity levels. This is actually already scheduled into the schedule for the client, as you can see down here, and it'll ask them each day to rate their activity levels based on 1 to 5. So it's just going to be used again to interacting with the app and see what it might be like to go and work with you. Now, we already mentioned this goal setting form over here, and that's what they're going to get when they first onboard. And now I said that's quite a useful thing for your client. If you want to edit that onboarding form, just go to the forms area. You can see here we have the goal setting form up there. Hit the drop down menu and click build form. that will allow you to edit that particular form. And you can see them on here, what their goals are going to be like and what they want to do. And it's digging really deep into their whys. It's a useful tool that I've seen work really successfully with some of my done for you clients and people on the PT Ninja 101 course. So I'll probably keep it in there if I was you. It's really going to help with trying to find out more about your potential clients and leads throughout this actual challenge. Go back to the coaching area. You can see down here, we're now going to go on to day 5. Day 5 and day 8 are very, very similar. If you click on these, you can see it just talks about a different challenge. Now, these challenges are up to you what you do with them. You will definitely have to go and edit these particular challenge ones. They're not already pre-made up. So if you come to the drop-down menu and click Edit Content, go into here. I'm just going to make that a bit bigger. You can see it talks about a challenge you've got set. You can either set this in a Facebook group. So if you're running a Facebook group along your challenge, you could do a live challenge inside there. That could be a live home workout. It could be anything you want it to be. If that's the case, just delete this section here and delete this last section at the bottom. And then click Save and update it. Or if you wish to actually preset a challenge so you know exactly what you want them to do, feel free just to edit this to talk about the challenge you would like them to do. Once you've made your updates, just hit Save. And again, hit No Thanks because it's already pre-scheduled. You'll do exactly the same for this particular document as well. Once you've done it, you're going to move on to the last day, which is day 10. If you click on here, you'll see it. It's just a congratulations document that goes out. If you hit the drop-down menu again, you can click Edit and you can adjust and adapt any of these however you like over the challenge. This one, again, you'll need to edit because the last section down here talks about your next steps and where you want to move them to next, so your online coaching program. I suggest you come in here, just delete that section and just add in what it is you want to add about the next steps and what exactly you would like your client to take. The key here is making sure they know exactly what to do. You don't have to hard sell or anything like that. You're literally just going to make sure they understand where they need to go next if they want to carry on working with you. Again, once you've made the changes, just hit Save, hit No Thanks because it's already pre-scheduled inside there. Now again, all these documents are completely editable and you can also replace them with videos as well if you want to. Again, to replace things, all you need to do is delete them out of here and schedule them back in as live on those particular days and dates to match. Next up, I want to talk about the emails inside here. So if you come up to the group message center, you'll see we have a number of emails already preset up. The first one is the welcome one. Hit the drop-down menu and hit View Edit. You'll be able to go and edit that email that goes out. I suggest down here, if you're using a Facebook group, that you add your Facebook group to here by highlighting the capital text, hitting this little link icon, change this to new window, and then paste in the URL for your Facebook group into there. Click OK to save. You can also edit and change any of this email however you wish, and then just hit Complete to save that. The rest of the emails are preset up inside here. You can go for each one again, hitting View Edit and view what's happening inside. The first one here is just demonstrating what in-app messages are like. Up here, we have another email that goes out on day 3. So if you hit the drop-down menu and click View Edit, inside here gives you a chance to talk about one of your success stories. So I'd recommend you take this little testimonial bit, delete it out, and put in a testimonial or a link to maybe a testimonial video from one of your clients. Once you've made the change, just hit Complete to save it. Next up, on day 5, hit the drop-down menu, hit View Edit. This one just talks about a live you might be doing in your Facebook group. Again, you can edit this, you can delete this, you can change it however you like. Just adjust this to suit whenever you're going to do a Facebook Live inside your group if you're using a group alongside this challenge. If you're not using a group alongside this challenge, then I recommend you just delete this one by hitting the drop-down menu and then hitting Remove. Next up is day 7. Hit the drop-down menu, hit View Edit again. Inside here, it's just checking in to see how your client's getting on. And it's going to ask them 3 simple questions about what they can do better, how they're rating it, how they're getting on with stuff. Again, this is a really useful tool, and it's starting to pre-frame them for the end of the challenge to go and think about what they can actually do next and what they can benefit by actually working with you. This stuff's going to be really, really useful when it comes to maybe helping them move on to a paid program with you. Last one is going out on day 9, which is the last day of the challenge. Hit View Edit again. It's an upsell email. There's some space in here for you to add some things to it. So, for example, if you want to change your challenge name, you can change the name in here. You want to put the name of your main offer inside here, your membership or whatever it is. And also put a link down here to a sales page if you've got a sales page. If you haven't got a sales page down here, I will just rewrite this text as saying, please either reply back to this email or click here to arrange a time to jump on a call so we can have a chat. Either way, you're just going to make it nice and clear what the next step is. Also, at the end of this as well, it does mention if you're not quite ready to move on yet, that's completely fine. And it just asks for some feedback on the challenge. This is going to help open up a conversation with your client, make them feel that you're open to feedback anyway, Plus, that information is going to be really useful because then you can go in there and tweak and adapt this challenge to suit your particular clientele based on that feedback. Okay, and that's pretty much it for that particular challenge. Once you've got your content in there, you can actually start to sell this, or you can actually start to offer this out to your other clients. Now, it's pretty simple to go and do that. What you want to do is go to your home, and you're going to go down to your pre-made packages. In your pre-made packages, click Add Package, and you're just going to call this challenge or whatever you want to call it. Go straight to Add Groups, pick the 10-day challenge, and click Add. Forget this section, go straight to Sell Online. If you want to offer this as a free one, which is what I recommend, click the no payment option, scroll down here, click to remove the phone number fields, and untick the checkbox down here to disable the login details. We don't need to send the login details because the client's going to sign themselves up, and we already have our own custom welcome email already in place. Once you've done that, skip all the way down to the advanced options, tick the second box here, and change that to, we'll go for 11 days or 10 days, doesn't really matter, and then click Save. Once you click Save, you can go back to this, reopen it again, go back to Sell Online, and down here you'll see you've got some code. You want to highlight this code here, copy that, you want to go and paste that onto a page onto your website. So that's exactly how I would do it. Get it onto your website, and people can go and sign up and send them the URL for your website. If you don't have a website to use, you can actually take the URL out of this particular code, which is simply start at the H, copy all the information right through to the last number on there. So start from the H all the way through to the last number. If you copy that, you can actually add that to anything, whether it's a Facebook link or anything like that. And then when it opens up, it will just bring up a form that looks like this, and they can complete it, and it'll automatically be onboarded into your challenge. But I would recommend adding that to maybe a page on your website. It's going to be a lot easier and a lot smoother and a lot cleaner looking for your clients. Once you've done that, that's the entire challenge set up, and you're all ready to go. If you've got any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask them in the Facebook group. I'll do my best to try and walk you through things and help you out where I can. I hope this all helps, and I'm sure I'll speak to you all soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.